Hey, Jet fans, come on, let's huddle up. Let's talk about the start of the season. I know you're excited because I'm sure excited to see our green and white out on the field tonight. There are some questions that I have, and I'm sure you do too, and we need to get them answered. Number one on my mind is Jim Leonard going to be the Jim Leonard we know or knew before his injury. Has he slowed a step or a half a step? We'll only be able to tell in the due course of playing against these opponents we're now starting to face. The same is true for Kelvin Pace. Hey, we need his speed from the outside and in pass drops. We need to see if Kelvin's going to be 100%. I'm curious about that. Our defense is pretty solid. Our four linebackers outstanding, and Rex Ryan feels that Westerman, the young linebacker from Rutgers, I believe, is a good pass rusher. We need to put some pressure on the opposing passers. Up front, DeVito's going to be there, huh? Pahua's going to be there. That's right, our new defensive line captain. That's the man. Also, I want to see the young guys that we've drafted. Wilkerson and Ellis. How are they going to be able to play? I like the idea of Patoy Tua, 6'8". Ooh, I wouldn't want to see him coming after me, I promise you that. So the defense has some questions that we need answers to. Kyle Wilson, has he improved? How is Strickland going to be at cornerback? Rodney Poole, is he all right? We're playing this game to find these things out, folks. Now we go over to the offensive side of the ball, and I am concerned. We have a good starting front line on the offense. That's provided Mangold's in there with Slauson and Ferguson, as well as Moore and Hunter. But you see, Mangold's hurt and Moore is hurt. Who's going to play center tonight? We know Rob Turner can, but there are a couple of young guys that we brought in that are capable of playing the center position as well. We know Rob Turner can. I want to see the young guys. Now, how about Duchesne? We got him out of tackle now. You see, we're only going to keep about 7 offensive linemen, maybe 8. So this game is very meaningful. Each preseason game is for these borderline guys. And right up front is where it starts. That's who's going to block for LT or Sean Green, which either one of these guys, I don't think they should see a whole lot of action tonight. John Connor at fullback, I want to see him play just like you do, more than we saw him last year. Joe McKnight, Rex Ryan thinks we're deep at the running back position, and he's counting on McKnight as well as the rookie Powell that we brought in here. So we're going to see. Now you know, folks, that we're going to keep in wide receivers. We're going to keep our captain on the offense along with Sanchez, and that's Santonio Holmes. Rex has liked Holmes' work so much, he's made him a captain, and justifiably from the way he's been preparing himself. Inside, we've got Derek Mason now that will play the slot position maybe sometime outside, and of course Plaxico Burris. So that's 3 receivers we're keeping right now, okay? Who's the rest of the receivers? We got a rookie that we're going to keep. Curley, I got to believe we're going to keep Curley. He's a fine receiver and a good return man, and he's been getting a lot of accolades from the coaching staff. I know we have a big receiver in Patrick Turner, who's 6'5", and I would think he has a step on these guys, man. He's been there for a while and he knows the plan. Now, Logan Payne is interesting. We only keep 6 wideouts, I believe, so already that's 6, and I don't know about the other guys we have there. We're going to find out. We won't see a whole lot of Mark Sanchez tonight. We don't need to. We know what Mr. Sanchez can do with that makeshift offensive line. I sure don't want to see him in there a whole lot. I am interested in seeing the backup quarterback tonight will be McElroy, who we have seen at the University of Alabama. The kid's a winner. He can play. He's very smart, and I'm looking forward to seeing his action tonight. Our kicking game is it's important, folks, and right now Our field goal kicker, Nick Folk, is, well, he's being challenged. He ranked 27th in the league last year in field goal percentage, 27th in the league. Nick Novak is challenging Folk for that kicking position. And we lost our punter over to the guys across town there. Anyway, I hope we're not going to miss him, but right now we have two punters that, they don't have much of a track record. In fact, no track record at all for Brian, a kid from Australia. And Conley, man, he doesn't have a track record either. So our punting game is going to be interesting tonight. Let's hope the green and white plays rather well, gives us some enjoyment. Most of all, I hope we don't see any injuries tonight. I know that's a lot to ask, but we'll keep our fingers crossed, and I don't want to see any injuries on either team, okay? I'll get back to you after this first preseason game sometime, and until then, it's go Jets go. Ready? Break!